what's up, Inland Empire? You're here with Strictly IE, and we're here with Inland Empire's very own Reece1200.
Hundreds from these couches, they don't mean nothing. Young cat bout it, he gon' pounce him if he mean mugging. Shot a smoke and kill, I be leaning off the double cup. We both hopping in and out the beef like double Dutch. Big faces on this timepiece, my wrist match. If she looking
Reece, you are a up-and-coming artist out of the Inland Empire, specifically Riverside. Why don't you tell everybody where you're from, your stomping grounds, where you went to high school in the Inland Empire?
I'm from Riverside. I went to John W. North High School.
Okay. So born and raised in Riverside,
Yeah,
Inland Empire.
Born and raised in Riverside. I ain't been nowhere else.
Okay, so I reached out to all my followers and peeps in the Inland Empire and said, who do you guys think out of Riverside is making the biggest noise? Reece, you came up as one of the names that is putting part of the IE on the map, Riverside on the map, and making the most noise. So like you said, you're born and raised in the Inland Empire, Riverside. Your latest single, which is Dead Ops, which had a feature with
Sada Baby.
Sada Baby. So that's big out here for the Inland Empire. A lot of times our local artists don't get love on the local radio stations, but you're making a name for yourself. You're climbing the views. You're climbing social media. When did you start rapping, and what inspired you?
I probably started rapping like 8-9 years ago. At my aunt's house, my cousins, they older than me, so what they would do is, like, they had like a studio in the garage. So they would always rap in the garage, and I'm like, man, that shit sucks. You know what I'm saying? So
you had that ear already. You knew.
Yeah, but I didn't do music, so I would just, I'll be out there laughing at them and shit. But like, they had made a song, and I'm like, man, like, they was just rapping it over the Always Strap by Birdman and Wayne. So
right.
They had a hook. It was called Bang Your Hood. So I'm like, man, like, I bang harder than all y'all. Like, if you lay that, I'm gonna get on there. And that was my first song that I made.
It was Bang Your Hood.
Yeah, I started rapping ever since.
So it started.
Because everybody that came over was like, oh, Reece got the best verse. Reece got the best verse. So I just kept going. Like, well, let me make another one, see if you like it. Let me make another one and see if you like it. And I just kept rapping.
And back then, you were dropping your music on what platform was
MySpace.
it? Not to put you out there, but
MySpace.
it was like AIM, MySpace, Napster.
Yeah, shit like that.
But now you're all over YouTube, and YouTube is like the #1 outlet for up-and-coming artists and well-known artists. A feature with Sada Baby, how did that happen? Like, that's a big thing for somebody from the Inland Empire.
Yeah, like, well, it came down to it. One of my homies was like, like, who you want to do a song with? So I got on the phone with Marcus Black, from Marcus Black from Level Hip Hop. He's from out here this way and shit. So I had told him to hit Sada Baby for me. So he hit Sada Baby, and that's how we already had the record done, me and Double O. So I just threw Sada Baby on that shit.
And the name of that track is
Dead Ops.
Dead Ops, which the views on YouTube are daily climbing. So you're from the Inland Empire, Riverside specifically, but the Inland Empire in general gets a bad rap. Unfortunately, a lot of times media outlets, the news, we're kind of looked at as like the murder capital, the dangerous area not to go to, But you're doing something different. You're breaking away from the stigmas, from the stereotypes. What is it that you want young kids that are in high school that have that hidden talent, that have that desire to write or produce or be a rapper? Now they get to see people from the Inland Empire coming up and making a name for themselves, which is a big encouragement. But what would be like your greatest word of encouragement for those kids out there growing up in these streets of the Inland Empire?
Like, basically, I personally feel like if certain people out this way, if we were in LA, like, we would be way bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, we do get a bad rap, and we don't get the acknowledgement that they get in LA. So we gotta work harder. We gotta outwork them. You know what I'm saying? And this shit don't happen overnight. So you just gotta keep working and keep putting that work in. You know what I'm saying? So don't give up. Don't get discouraged.
Right, and it's about beating the odds, which you're beating the odds. There's a lot of other artists out there right now beating the odds. You've been working with other artists that aren't specifically from the Inland Empire. Why don't you tell us a couple people that you've worked with outside of the Inland Empire?
Well, Double O, he's on the Dead Ops record. He's from Nebraska.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's my boy.
Spider Loke, did I see?
That's,
right.
yeah, that's the homie. You know what I'm saying? That's the homie. He's from LA. You know, he was signed with G Unit. That's my guy.
So you're doing big
Shoulders,
things.
nigga. This bitch pussy whack, so I told the nigga I won't never side with blood if I don't know the nigga.
Just smoke 5 ops, whole pack of woods. Walk in with a Glock, nigga, bet I shoot it. We got bricks, we got blocks, nigga, bet I move it. You got lions on your squad, they can never do it. SS Cali 101s, 10,000 in them. This chopper non-stop moving, mountain with it.
So your views are climbing daily. Your shares are all over my social media. You're making a name for yourself. One day, I believe, we'll be fighting over tickets to see you perform in Madison Square Garden or downtown LA. When you're that guy and you're that household name, what are you going to do for the Inland Empire, for Riverside, for the kids of your community? What's a dream give back?
I mean, right now, like, I already give back. You know?
Right. That's awesome.
I don't do it to, like, brag or nothing. Like, I feed the homeless. Like, I'll do the food drives. I'll put coats on kids' back. I'll put in for all that, and I don't got it right now. You know what I'm saying? So
That shows
I
your
could
heart.
only imagine like if I did have like millions and shit, like what I would do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a dream. Like damn, I know I would do this and that. Like I'll try to clean up the streets and help out, like give back, like more than I do now, for sure.
And that's already a lot. I think that it's such a great encouragement for kids of the Inland Empire to see people like yourself, other artists that are beating the odds and really following their dream, really trying to break away from that generational curse that we meet in the Inland Empire all the time. And I know my kids are dancing in the living room to your video, Dead Ops, and trying to emulate all your dances. I thank you for what you're doing. I think it's great that you're beating the odds. I can't imagine where you're going from here on out. But until then, until you come back and you're talking about your sold out concerts, tell everybody where they can find you on social media, listen to your latest albums and records, and really follow your movement.
Well, I'm on every platform. You know what I'm saying? I got Instagram Reece_1200. No S is REECE _1200. YouTube, I got my YouTube channel. Like I said, I'm on all platforms: Spotify, Amazon, Google, iTunes, YouTube. I'm on even small little platforms. You know what I'm saying? We all over that. So
you're everywhere, though.
Yeah, I'm trying to be.
I think you're well on your way. Everybody, make sure that you look up, tap in, and follow Reece1200. And stay tuned, because you're going to come back and you're going to let us know how well you know your hood in the Inland Empire in a trivia game.
All right.
All right, thank you. Hey, Inland Empire, you're tapped in with Strictly IE. We're here with Twist, also known as Twist the Barber. Inland Empire's very own creative genius and artist that is well known for the designs and the cuts that you give to the Inland Empire. Mm-hmm. So Twist, reaching out and taking polls and asking questions on social media, asking for different business owners and entrepreneurs and artists. Mm-hmm. Your name was highly recommended. So you're a barber / artist. Mm-hmm. Where are you working out of? Where are you cutting from?
Well, right now I'm working out of my garage. I know that sounds funny, but...
No, but COVID's kind of made that an everyday thing now.
Where you from? Like I gave a buck. Stags with the clippers trying to line a nigga facial up. EJ in my wood, I'm saying free, that's why I flame him up. Trying to touch it in, and when I do, I still ain't made enough. Smoke out the green, I talking score, I'm talking murder one. If I don't got it on me, better kill me, I never run. Heard that boy was feeling hella froggy. Why he never jumped his bitch? Hella busting off the molly. She a runner, huh? It's a deuce in my Sprite. Got the deuce say on ice. We gon' go up tonight. Hey, brand new chop got in sight.
Professional in there, but it's right here in Copeland, California.
Your cuts, your designs, before I even got to know who you were or was even introduced to you, I would always come across pictures and cuts and clippings of you doing these art pieces on the back of people's heads, right. Which sounds funny, but so you're from San Bernardino.
Yeah.
You went to high school.
I went to Arroyo.
You went to Arroyo High School, and then when did you start cutting hair? When did you realize you had a talent?
I started cutting hair, I want to say like 2006, and so I was always born and raised in the shop though. My grandmother, she owns a shop,
Family business.
Yeah, my mom did hair at home, so I always figured I can make some money messing with hair. So I just started back in 2006. That's probably when I started charging about $10 for a haircut, and from there it just kept growing. Consistency is the key. So I just kept growing, kept doing fly cuts, and then I want to say maybe 10 years after I started, that's when I started to like
Branch out,
yeah,
right?
Start doing designs and just trying to just do crazy stuff that's just mind blowing. So
a lot of you people that haven't had a chance to look at his cuts and his pictures, Twist has this capability of putting in pictures and profiles and famous athletes and famous brands into hair. It's actually quite a different outlet of art. You have a big following. I imagine that there's people, sometimes I see them posting that they're waiting to get cut by you. So you've really branched out from the average barber. You're from San Bernardino. You went to high school out here. And now you're making a name for yourself. You're quite in demand, because I know on the holidays and specific times of the year, I see people looking for you, tagging you.
You got to book in advance. I'm telling you, if you don't book at least a week in advance, you're not getting in.
So you do these portraits and you do these things that I didn't even know you could cut into hair. What is your all-time favorite piece that you would tell them to go look up and see your work at? What is the best cut you've ever given, or your favorite?
Honestly, each one I do. I mean, my favorite cut is probably not even one of the most popular ones, but I know it's more difficult to do. But I did a Scarface on someone. I did some crazy looking graphic like it's Halloween type creepy stuff. But one of my most populars, I'll say, will be the Bulldog I did. I also did the Miami Dolphins. And it's just a lot of them to choose from.
Who's been your most popular, famous, or your most nervous cut you've done for maybe athlete, artist, or somebody you were kind of nervous to lose your creative control with?
Let me see. I don't know. I'm pretty much confident in this. I don't get nervous and nothing like that. Honestly, it's just more so just being on time, keeping my schedule right. You know, not taking too long on the cut.
So you take requests, people who come in with their own picture, tell you what they want. You grew up in a neighborhood that is also known for our crime side, our statistics of not being able to beat the odds. And you're beating the odds. You're not out in the streets. You're not, doing what they expect of us. You're beating the odds and making a business. You're a business owner. You have a following. You're doing shows and doing community events. Breaking away from the stigma. What are your plans for the future? What does Twist the Barber have in mind?
Well, you know me, just to continue to grow, continue to progress. I would love to teach, give back to the, the young up and coming barbers.
A young boy from the neighborhood, give him a skill.
Yeah, they want to learn a nice trade, teach them how to do some real good detailed cuts. Maybe start a class, or like right now I know I need to start a YouTube page, so that should be coming soon. And just, opening up maybe a few barbershops, in the local area.
Give some local boys the opportunity
branch out, from here to maybe to LA and even to Vegas, maybe further. So that's all I want to do is just keep growing.
I wish I was brave enough. I saw something on your Instagram I wanted in the back of my head, maybe a Houston Texans logo, but I'm not that brave. But for those of you that are brave,
just bottom taper, just get it in the bottom and the back.
Well, for those of you brave ones, Twist, tell them where they can book with you, find you, reach out to you in social media, hashtags.
Well, you go to my Instagram for one. It's in my bio. That's Twist the Barber, TWIZT, not with an S, with a Z, and DA Barber. That's Instagram, and then you can just click in my link, twistthebarber@booksy.com.
Right. And follow him, look him up, subscribe. I'm telling you, the haircuts are out of this world, and they're nothing you've seen online.
You can even type it in, Twist the Barber on Google. You'll find everything. So.
Amazing work. You guys, Twist, stay close by. Don't go far. We're going to see how well you know your hood in the city of San Bernardino that you're repping.
For sure.
All right. Thank you, Strictly IE.
Got in sight, all Glocks come with lights. We gon' fuck up your night. Hey. We smoke dead ops. What you smoking, nigga? We send all shots up the shoulders, nigga. This bitch pussy whack, so I told the nigga. I won't never side with blood if I don't know the nigga.
I see everybody posting your cheesecakes. I see people arguing over who got the last one. Open it. So it's not just cheesecakes. It's flavored cheesecakes.
It's flavored
What's
cheesecakes.
the difference? Let me know.
I have about 23 flavors of cheesecake. It's all cheesecake.
Okay.
Red velvet, blueberry lemon, brownie top, and the white chocolate macadamia nut.
Okay, wait.
Let's see which one they like the best.
Okay, so you deliver these.
I deliver those all over to the IE, LA, wherever. Wherever the cheesecakes are needed, that's where I go.
Well, this tastes like income tax season when your baby daddy is blocked from your iPhone. This is amazing. What do you have, Twist?
Yeah, this shit fire right here.
That tastes like a $100 chip on a haircut.
yeah.
Reece?
This tastes like.
I ain't even ever had this one
Bring
before.
me
He
one
said
of
it
these.
tastes like a feature from Mozzie.
Yeah,
She
cut
said
me
something about
one of
income
these,
tax
nigga.
season. This tastes like when your baby mama let you flip
You hear me?
So where do we find you at? What's
No,
your
no bullshit.
hashtag?
This
What's
is-
your social
this
media?
You can find me on
Look at this.
Instagram,
It's fire.
Sir Charles Cheesecake Co.
Oh, yeah.
on
You know what I'm
Instagram,
saying?
or
It's
you
that
can find me at
blueberry.
Aaron Charles.
This shit
I ain't
fire.
It's my personal page.
You ever had this one?
What is that?
Oh,
That's
that
my
one?
favorite one. It's the white macadamia. What is it? The white macadamia nut?
White chocolate
Get to a
macadamia
second
nut.
child support case with your baby mama if you eat too many of these on a Friday night.
The minis, they usually go for 6 for $25. Then I do the whole 10-inch cakes, about as big as this box,
Fire.
for about $40. And I do party platters for about $40. So everything's reasonable prices.
I would take my ex back for this cheesecake. I would for sure take my ex back. Like, it's worth it. It's so good.
Just smoke 5 ops, whole pack of woods. Walk in with a Glock, nigga, bet I shoot it. We got bricks, we got blocks, nigga, bet I.
Hey, Inland Empire. So here's the fun part of the podcast. We want to know how well they know their hood. We have Reece1200. We have Aaron with Sir Charles Cheesecakes, Twist the Barber, and Latrell from Decisive Clothing. They're going to be winning one lucky viewer a free set of gear. So here we go. I'm going to ask you questions about the Inland Empire. The first team to answer right gets that point. It's a total of 4 questions, and your viewer can win a prize depending on how well you know your hood. So the first question is, all of you that seem to rep the IE and claim these stomping grounds, name 4 amusement parks that are in the Inland Empire. Team A and Team B. Go ahead. 4 amusement parks. First
Scandia.
team.
Scandia, Fiesta Village.
Come on, Joe.
Castle Park.
Castle
Yeah.
Park.
Oh, shit.
And one more.
Yes, if it's
You
Castle
only got
Park.
3.
Pharaoh's Lost Kingdom.
Pharaoh's
That's
Lost
3.
Kingdom.
No, you
Pharaoh's Lost
cheated.
Kingdom.
You stole his answer.
No cap.
Shit,
Pharaoh's
we had
Lost
to get 'em.
Kingdom. That's the
Okay,
phone, man. I think
so
we
we're
won that
gonna-
one.
We're
think
going to
we
give
won.
that to Sir
Hey, we didn't know
Charles
we could say it at the
Cheesecake
same time.
and Latrell from Decisive. Here comes question number 2. If you grew up in the Inland Empire, you should be able to name all 3 airports and go.
What do you mean?
Ontario, San Bernardino.
San
And
Bernardino.
the Riverside.
Oh, Reece1200. Hey, let me say
Oh,
you're
yeah?
on his team.
Oh,
You
yeah?
got that point.
Oh, yeah, we won and one then.
Okay,
nigga.
we got 2 more
We
to
won and
go.
one.
Let's go. If you're about your money, I'm pretty sure you've been by or around these casinos in the Inland Empire. Go ahead and go.
San Manuel, Morongo, Pachanga,
Saboba.
You said 3, you said 2, you said 3.
Saboba.
We said 4.
There's one. You guys are missing a few.
We are?
Morongo, San Manuel, Saboba, and
Pachanga.
there it is.
Okay, so Latrell Decisive. You
Bam.
guys were missing the Saboba.
No, we said that the first
I
time.
said it.
You got to run the tape back on that one.
They gotta run it back, and we
Yeah,
won
no,
though.
it's still
We won though.
We said all that.
They
We got to
tryna
run the
kill
tape
us.
back on that one. We
Pachanga.
Saboba.
We said that one.
Instant replay, man.
Okay, so-
Y'all gotta run that one back.
You
There,
know, why don't we scratch all that and make this the deal breaker? We took a survey from people in the Inland Empire. We asked them what was the most popular mall or place to shop, and they
Ontario
said,
Victoria Gardens.
"Hey,
How we got
Victoria
it?
Gardens.
Aaron with Cheesecake and Decisive Clothing know where to shop.
Gardens.
Reece and Twist, y'all gonna have to step your game up. Everybody, thank you for tuning in with Strictly IE. Let everybody know where to find you, tap in, and follow on social media.
On IG, Twist the Barber. Facebook, Twist the Barber.
Instagram, Reece_1200.
I'm the prophet _4.
On Instagram, I'm Sir Charles Cheesecake Co.
And Sir Charles and the Prophet took that. They know their hood better than
Yeah.
Reece and Twist.
Hey, no
Thank
hard
y'all for
feelings,
tuning
man.
in.
No hard feelings, alright? Yeah.
That shit was a brownie one, though.
Yeah, the caramel.
That shit fire.
Strapped up at the show, jump in the car with it. Throwing the towel first round, knock him out with it. Hit the road, take a soul out of town. His ass is stealing all my
That's a
rolls,
brownie
they down
cheesecake.
with it.
That's a
Turn a
fire.
bitch head, smile to a frown with it. Hood dope, weight, they can fit with about 50 in it. Just slammed the free bitch, now I got some bangs. Blood changed his name for 20 blocks, 50 blocks. And she like the old niggas, cause them niggas hot.
Tap in with it.
Niggas options.
Tap in with it. All the flavors. This ain't even half of it.
Got the Duke say on ice, we gon' blow up tonight. Hey, hey.